Okay, I wanted to give you a quick run through on how to use the MyFitnessPal mobile app. So most people will use it this way rather than the desktop version. So once you've signed up for MyFitnessPal, which you can see the attached PDF that I've completed if you're struggling with that, you will see this is your home screen. So right away at the top, you'll see your calorie goal, which is, for mine, it's 2,800 minus the food. So if you've put any food in your diary, that'll come up under that tab there, under the food. And then it'll have plus exercise, which will give you your remaining balance of calories. Now, ignore that exercise bit and I'll tell you why in a couple of minutes. So the main reason for MyFitnessPal is to track your food, so you can keep on track with your calories and give you the best chance possible to achieve your goals. Now, at the start, it can be a bit tedious to enter foods and get things on here, but once you've done it, MyFitnessPal keeps a log of what you've had in the past, so it's really easy to re-add food that you've eaten in the past. So I'm just going to click the diary tab down on the bottom just to bring up your food diary. Now this is where you'd add all your food. So as you can see from the top there, where it says breakfast, it says add yesterday's breakfast. So if I wanted to eat exactly the same meal as last time, I would just swipe right. The same meal as yesterday, should I say, I'd swipe right and it'd add it straight in for me. So if you're a person that eats the same meal most of the time, that's a really quick way of doing it. If not, all you do is add food and then you look down the list of foods. These are things that you've had recently. You can also save recipes in there. So I've got a few recipes in there. You can save set meals in there. Or you can scan the barcode. So you just click scan barcode and then you'd obviously scan whichever the food is that you're having. So once you've entered it, let's put something in that I normally have. So if, for example, I have eggs quite a lot in the morning. So if I have eggs, straight away it'll come up for me to add butter, to add toast, just things that I'd usually have with that meal. So let's add toast and butter to that. And then straight away you can see the breakfast there, 517 calories. That's gone on to the top bit where it says food. And then that's given you remaining calorie balance of 2,283. Now, to set your goal, I will do this manually for you. But if you click the More tab in the bottom right, and then if you click Goals, and then if you scroll down to where it says Nutrition Goals, and it says Calorie, Carbs, Protein, and Fat Goals, if we tap on that, I'm not too interested. Let me just go back. I'm not too interested in the current weight, starting weight, and what your goal weight is. Ignore all that because we're going to manually set the targets. To do that, you will manually set the target there, and you will also set your carbs, protein, and fats if that's going to change. But again, I will let you know about that. And other than that, the only thing to do then is just to make sure that your app, if you've got any apps like sort of walking apps or sort of Apple Fitness type apps and they're tracking your steps, just make sure that it's not hooked up to this. So I just put it on don't track steps. And the reason being is when I come back to that diary here, if you've got that hooked up to your MyFitnessPal, it will give you calories to eat back as soon as you exercise. However, because we've manually changed the calorie amount, we've already taken into account roughly how active you're going to be day to day. So we don't want this app to then start giving you calories to eat back, especially if you're trying to lose body fat, because it's going to push you out of that calorie deficit. So that's just a quick run through of MyFitnessPal. I wanted to keep it as short as possible. Hopefully that's give you an understanding of how to use it. And if you've got any questions, just ask me.